Seventh grade, we are in week 11. We're talking about Earth's different layers. And as part of that, we want to be able to demonstrate how the spheres of the upper layers of the Earth interact with one another. All right. So we're going to be talking about the upper layers of the Earth first. These are the ones that we actually interact with as well. In fact, does this look familiar? You ever seen anything like this? Of course you have. Right here in this picture, there are gases, there are liquids, and there are solids. There's the atmosphere, there's the water, there's rocks, there's one other thing. Right, living organisms. You look back in the back of the picture, there's definitely some plants. Guarantee you there's some animals, some insects, lots of different organisms, okay? Living things found on the surface. These materials are also found above or below the surface. So, I mean, they might be a little bit below the surface too. They interact with each other, and in so doing, they alter each other. They change each other. For example, the hydrosphere, the water part, may cause some of the lithosphere, the mineral and rock part, to wash away, right? We talked about that, weathering and erosion, okay? So they interact with each other. There are, when we talk about the spheres of the Earth on the surface, there are 4 spheres of the Earth. The Earth is made up of layers, and since the Earth is round, the layers all have the ending sphere attached to it, okay? Some of the different parts of the Earth are the atmosphere. This is a thin layer of mostly nitrogen and oxygen that surrounds the Earth. The hydrosphere is all of the water on the Earth, whether it is liquid, solid, or gas, all the water. The biosphere are all the living organisms on Earth, and the lithosphere is the solid rock parts of the Earth, including mountains, valleys, continents, and all the rock beneath the oceans. All of Earth's layers interact. Therefore, Earth's surface is constantly undergoing changes. So this is a really short concept, but an important one. So let's summarize. Earth is made of layers. The names end in sphere because the Earth is round. If the Earth were a cube, I guess we'd have a different word for it. Some of the layers are atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. And just as a reminder, since most of you know what the atmosphere is, and you can figure out biosphere because bio means life, and hydro means water, right? Lithosphere is probably the word that's probably the most different from anything we've talked about before. The lithosphere is the brittle crust and the uppermost part of the mantle, okay? So it's the rocks. Awesome. So are you able to demonstrate how the spheres of the upper layers of the Earth interact with one another? That might take some more thought because we didn't talk too much about the interactions. We did give one example. But think about how all the other spheres interact one with another. If you can do that, please feel free to move on to the other activities. Otherwise, go back and review the video one more time. We'll be talking again really soon. Take care, guys.